Good morning, boils and germs. So today I want to talk about inventing new ideas, how I do that, how other people do that, and a few of my other ideas about things. And hopefully this will be interesting, maybe not as funny as previous, the first video, previous, like one of them, but I do have my inventing hat on. So here we go. Right, so the way I see it is there are a number of different ways to come up with a new product idea. And the one extreme, we've got artists, right? A pure artist, the way I see it, just burns from the heart. They got something in them, they want to make it, and they don't really care what anyone else has done or thought, or whether it'll make money or not, or who'll buy it. They've just got some incredible, beautiful thing, they make it, bam. Not an idea for business. You might, if you're lucky, end up with a rock star business where everyone loves your idea, you know, great, but mostly you're gonna fail. At the other end of the extreme, we have researchers. I really love researchers. Researchers are cool. Now, researchers, done right, again, perfectly done, which is rare, go in with a blank mind. They have no idea whatsoever. They're a blank slate. And we go in and we read all the established science and literature, and we read what everyone else has done factually, and from that build up a picture of where current research is, and then pick what we think is most likely to be useful going forward, and we do some tests on that. And no matter what comes out of that, researchers win, because if it creates something new and cool, some new knowledge, win. And if it falls over and fails, then win, because now everyone knows not to do that. Brilliant. But again, not ideal. That's quite high risk for us. So in the middle somewhere between pure artists and pure researchers are inventors, in my opinion. And an inventor is someone who mixes up sort of heart and soul ideas of what they want to do, but tempers that with facts like a researcher. And I should clarify as well, again, my opinion, the difference between an inventor and an entrepreneur. Okay, so an inventor has lots of time and not a lot of money. And an entrepreneur has lots of money, but not a lot of time. So an entrepreneur is more likely to employ other people, employ services, and create something new and innovative that way, whereas an inventor is more likely to sit at home, racking their brains with a smoking soldering iron. And it's very much a similar thing, but it's just what you have. Do you have money or time? In my opinion. Okay, so for me, I think as an inventor, the best way to begin is with an idea. You've got to be inspired a little like an artist. So my first sort of successful inspiration is for the Hotbox attenuator, and that really just came out of the fact that I've got my Selma here. I just wanted to play my Selma at home and it's really loud. That was it. Nothing fancy. And I made a box and it didn't work very well, because I wasn't doing the other half very much, the research. And most of us start out doing this. If we're making pedals or making anything, we tend to be a little bit on the artist side. It's one of those things, and you have to learn to put a bit more fact in. So I mean, I've got here one of my first pedals, if I want to show you guys this. This is not the earliest, but it's pretty beat up. But there's lots right with this, and there's lots wrong with this. This was one of my first solo boosters. Well, you can see it's the Mark II. The Mark II solo booster. We're on the Mark VII now. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could have a solo boost that was just, you know, precise amount every time, repeatable, because I was playing live gigs and that's what I wanted. And that's a great idea, but it turns out that, you know, precise amounts, for me, what's good is not good for other people. And as a product, that whole precise amount thing wasn't actually that good. Going, you know, 2 dB, 4 dB, 6 dB or whatever, you know, other people going, I want 3.5, because that's more the factual side of it. And so I looked into different things, that I gave it more tone modes, made this, which is like the first sort of professional one. But again, I don't have many pedals on a pedal board, and I hadn't looked into what other people wanted, and this takes up a lot of space. There's jacks at the side, and actually people were just like, yeah, and it was too subtle, you know. Again, I like subtle. I'm like, oh, I will eventually learn, so I made it smaller, but it was still too subtle. And this is actually the only one of its kind, I think, because around this point I realized this was my turning point. This is where I went, people don't like this. They want to like it. They're looking at it and they're put on the board and they think, oh, I like it, but I'm not going to use it. Oh, you know, after several other versions, we came to this, which sells like crazy, and I haven't had one bad review yet. You know, because it fits what people want. It doesn't take up a lot of space on the board. It has a whole load of different, different tones for different people and different modes, and the boost is very smooth and there's lots of it, and it's like, well, the reason people are using these sort of enclosures is because they work, because it works. So this is the Inventor thing. We're taking our wild ideas and we're taking what works and making something cool that people actually want.